Carolyn Eslick from the 39th District. I live in Sultan, Washington, which is the southernmost part of our 39th District, and it covers all the way up to Concrete, Washington. I'm here today because I want to talk to you about my bill that I passed yesterday, which is House Bill 1600. We call it the Marriage License Bill. In the 90s, we passed one that included $15 on the marriage license, and the money went to our family support centers and other family programs. So it hasn't been increased since that time, but last night at the House, we increased it another $15. So this will help the thousands of families that are needing the help as they're raising their children in their community in the family support centers. House Bill 1648, we passed out of the House here last week. It's one of the most important bills that we could have passed this year because it's going to reform child care programs and child care itself in Washington State. That bill postponed the education requirement that our workforce is required to take more education in the next couple of years, but it's been kicked down the road, as we call it, for a few more years as we figure out what's really wrong with our child care in Washington State. I'm looking forward to working with the task force in the next year so that we can dissect the regulations in Washington State for child care. Juvenile justice has been a real problem in our state of Washington, as we know that Green Hill has been overcrowded since we included up to 25-year-olds in that facility. There's been riots, there has been disarray. I had a chance to meet up with a Department of Corrections officer that has been going there on a weekly basis to try to keep peace in that facility. One of the bills that we passed this year was to increase diversion with our juveniles, and as long as that they are not a felony or a gross misdemeanor, we are making sure that they increase a diversion program, which has been in law for Washington State for quite some time, but it's never really worked because there was never a follow-through with our kids and our youth. I, too, had a grandson that went through it, and because of only one-time meeting with a counselor, it didn't really do the job it needed to do. So I really believe that this bill that's going to be going over to the Senate next week will help follow through and really make a difference in our kids to make sure that they are going on the right path. I'm all about prevention, and that's why I'm such an advocate for family resource centers, child care, making sure that we have the best for our young families and the services that they need at hand. Thank you for watching me today. It's been a pleasure, and check out my website and stay in touch. Carolyn Eslick, State Representative, 39th District.